was brutal, especially when it's raining and it's pouring. But I'm gonna catch my breath a little and I'll give you guys a recap in a few.
It also didn't help that I hiked this the day after I arrived from the US. I didn't get a lot of sleep on the airplane, waited close to 2 hours just to get my car rental from Venice Airport. And then on top of that, about a 3.5-hour drive to the Dolomites, where I set up my home base in Selva Gardena. So it had been about some 20 years since my last trip to Italy, and I finally made it to the Dolomites here towards the end of July 2024. I had planned on doing a lot more solo hikes of the Dolomites, but I was meeting up with my family a little bit later on in the trip, so I decided to do some of the smaller hikes and spend time with them. I'm glad that I was able to squeeze in this one loop around a grouping of peaks amongst the hundreds of peaks in the Dolomites. And as you can see, this was a great choice. The Sassolungo is a group of 8 peaks, the Sassolungo being the tallest there, and it is actually the 9th tallest out of the entire Dolomite range. All Trails' official map of this loop, which I didn't deviate from, records this as a 10-mile loop, which you could do clockwise or counterclockwise, with about 2,800 feet elevation gain. My GPS recorded the same mileage, but it recorded 3,600 feet elevation gain in about 5 hours of moving time. The difference, I think, might have been the time I had to hunker down and take a little refuge from the pouring rain, which meant I had to huddle up against the walls of the Dolomites, and that might have affected the GPS signal. Either way, it's not a bad climb at all. The climb is fairly gradual over the 10-mile distance. Nothing too technical. You've got a few rock scrambles, but they're very manageable. The trail is well marked, even well maintained. So it's a beautiful hike, and for me, it's more along the lines of an intermediate hike for your seasoned hikers as well, even though All Trails rates this as a hard hike. So the Sassolungo is actually one of about 7 stops in a mountain biking tour, about 42 miles around the surrounding Dolomites. And it is called the Sella Ronda, which was what I did the following day. So be out on the look for that video. I'm not sure when I'll be able to get to it. But if you happen to be in this area of the Dolomites, this is absolutely one of those hikes that you want to put on your to-do list. So I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate all the like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, just pop them there in the video description, and then I will catch you guys out on the next trail.